It starts with a moment. Someone interrupts you, overlooks you, talks over you. You laugh it off, but inside something twists. Or maybe it's when things don't work out again. And you think, why does this always happen to me? Don't I deserve better than this? Then maybe you hear it, that quiet thought you barely notice. Of course, what did I expect? They never really see me anyway. You keep going, keep moving, but deep down, there's a heaviness you can't name. Like you've already decided, you're not quite enough for the life you want. But that isn't truth. That's just habit. And today, you're going to walk your way out of it. Not by pretending, not by reciting empty affirmations, but by guiding yourself upward, one thought at a time. This is your 7-stage workout, not for your body, but for your self-worth. So breathe and follow along. Let's see how far you can rise when you stop arguing with your power. I feel like I hold back in life because some part of me believes I'm not good enough. Not for the things I want, not for the love I crave, not for the kind of life that feels whole. There's a quiet fear behind everything I do, a fear that I'll reach my goal and prove I don't deserve it. I remember once a psychologist asked me, "Why do you think you're not enough?" And I nearly cried, because the only answer that came up was, I must be defective. And hearing that word in my own mind was unbearable. What kind of person I must be if I believe that about myself? Well, I am terrible, especially to myself. But I didn't invent this. I must have picked this up through my life. Life of blame, shame, scolding, and mocking. And now, no one wants to deal with someone like me. But what about my friends who like me? Yes, they tell me I'm good, kind, trustworthy, that I matter to them. But I don't believe them. Not really. Why would anyone want to be close to someone like me? There's a voice inside that keeps whispering, "You're good for nothing." And when I hear it, it makes my chest tighten, makes me shrink inside my own skin. And the thing is, I know I have talent. I know I can do something meaningful. But I still feel undeserving. To reach anything bigger, to take risks for opportunities. And I am so damn tired of this. So tired of the fear, the heaviness, the way it steals joy from everything I do. Sometimes I just want to scream. Why me? Why did this get planted so deep in me? But now, I catch that feeling. And I also notice the part of me that disagrees. Because this ache, this unbearable torture I feel when I call myself not enough, it's not just sadness. It's the sound of my soul fighting back. It's the scream of my inner child saying, "No, that's not true." It's my ancestors, my source, my own heart that don't agree with this story. They know I'm enough, and I'm the only one who keeps surrendering to the lie. I feel the tension, not because I am unworthy, but because something inside me refuses to believe it anymore. And maybe that's what hurts the most. Not the shame itself, but the quiet knowing that I was never meant to carry it. So how long will I keep tolerating this? How much more pain do I have to take before I say, enough? How many more days will I agree to feel less than I am? Why wait for another breakdown? Why not rise up now and say with whatever voice I have left, not good enough? Enough. I've had enough of that. I've had enough. My indignation is overwhelming. I feel it flooding through me. Hatred to myself. Hatred to those who planted the humiliation in me. You told me I was good for nothing. You told me I was trash. You scolded me, mocked me, made me feel defective. And I hate you for it. I hate you with all my heart. I kept quiet for so long. I swallowed it, believed it, carried it. But not now. Now it's my time to speak. You, look at yourself. Who do you think you are? How much have you even reached? How much joy have you ever lived? How dare you tell me I wasn't enough? You miserable, unhappy people. It's you who are not enough, not me. I will not bow down anymore. I will not carry your shame as if it were mine. I will not let your disappointment live in my bones. I am furious. And for once, I'm happy to be furious. Because this anger means I'm waking up. It means I've stopped agreeing with your lies. So hear me loud. I'm good enough. I'm strong enough. I am enough. The anger is still burning, but it feels different now. Not just rage at them, but the sense that maybe, finally, I can turn this into something useful. And if I can tell myself enough, then maybe I can start finding the courage to actually be enough. Wouldn't it be nice if I really do? Because if the people who love me believe in me, if my angels, my ancestors, my unseen helpers hold faith in me every single day, then why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I stand with them instead of against myself? It's possible that I can begin learning how to love myself. Yes, the old voices may be strong. Hesitations may show up again. But my desire to live fully is stronger. Even if right now I don't feel full of power or talent, that doesn't mean it can't grow. Anything can happen once I start shifting my focus. What if I begin trusting those who love me? What if I lean on their belief in me until I can build my own? Wouldn't it be something to learn a new story about myself? A story where I am worthy, capable, and enough. Oh, that would be great. And it's beginning to look possible. Yes. It may feel difficult at first, but what if this time I stand for me and I don't give up? I feel the first rays of hope. They're faint, but they're real. I want to rest now, to let all those heavy thoughts dissolve, to clear the clutter from my mind. Silence feels good. Peace feels like strength. And when I step back, when I lift my eyes beyond the small story of me, I see something bigger. Who am I really? I am part of the universe, part of God. I came here from spirit, from energy itself. I am not designed for less. I am designed godlike, to survive difficulties, to grow, to thrive. I am not just a body, not just someone weighed down by old words. I am more, chosen to be here, trusted with life. And those people who try to make me feel small, they are the small ones. Their voices are fleeting. They are not the measure of me. From this wider view, there is no battle to fight, only peace, only the knowing that all is well, that I am okay, and nothing matters more than how I feel. That is my work. That is my care, to tend to my own feelings, to let myself rise again and again. What if I'm closer than I think, close enough to feel it at the edge of today? Not because I'm pretending, but because when I guide my thoughts, my feelings shift. Therefore, my actions follow. If my actions change, then outcomes begin to move. That's how momentum works. What if one small yes today unlocks the next yes? If I take the step, then the path opens. If I show up, then support finds me. If I practice kindness toward myself, then courage grows. Therefore, even the smallest steps matter, more than I ever believed. What if I'm already enough for the next step? Not because I've proven myself, but because willingness itself is enough to begin. If I begin, then evidence gathers. If evidence gathers, belief gets stronger. Then tomorrow can feel lighter than today. And I like that thought. It feels near, within reach. Something good is waiting. And I'm leaning toward it now. If I feel something good approaching, then I must already be aligned with it. I wouldn't sense it if I were lost. I wouldn't feel this pull if I weren't ready to rise. So I follow that signal, and I begin to speak to myself differently, more honestly, more clearly. Because the old voice that said I'm not enough has never held up under real thought. If I were truly lacking, I wouldn't care this much. I wouldn't feel this ache when I doubt myself. That pain is not proof I'm broken. It's proof that my soul disagrees. It's always disagreed. And that disagreement is sacred. Because if truth didn't feel good, we'd never be drawn to it. But I am drawn to it. That's why I keep reaching for these thoughts. So what if I stop resisting and let it land? What if I don't argue anymore? What if I let it be true? Then I would feel steady. Then I would feel whole. Then I would act like someone who belongs. Because I do. And as I sit with that thought, it's not just a wish anymore. It's beginning to settle. It's starting to feel real. The truth is, I've already lived through enough to know I belong here. I've kept going, even without proof. I've healed through doubt, loved through fear, and risen through pain. That kind of strength only comes from someone who is enough, and always was. So I no longer chase the words. I live them. I walk as someone who knows their value, who no longer needs to explain it. I am enough. Because I feel it now. Not as a statement, but as a truth I carry forward. I feel it now. A fragile thought, but as a steady presence in my chest. I am enough. And it feels good. Not dramatic, not loud, just true. I walk differently when I know this. I breathe deeper. I laugh more freely. I don't second-guess every word I speak. I don't shrink myself in conversations. I show up whole. There's nothing left to prove. I'm not here to win approval anymore. I'm here to live, to enjoy, to express. And the fun part is, everything works better from here. I connect more easily. Ideas flow. Inspiration finds me. Opportunities don't intimidate me anymore, because I already belong. I see beauty in myself, in my voice, in my thoughts, in my presence. I even feel grateful for the journey, because it led me here. I love being me. Not because I'm perfect, I'm not. Who is, anyway? Honestly, I wouldn't even trust a perfect person. I'm too real for that now. And those old fears that once convinced me I was not enough? They're adorable. Look at them. All dramatic, all serious. They had no idea who they were messing with. If you've made it this far, thank you for showing up for yourself, for listening, feeling, and letting the shift happen. His journey wasn't about forcing a better thought. It was about meeting yourself where you were and walking gently toward who you truly are. Come back to this whenever you need to. Every time you move through it, you'll find something new inside you. A voice that gets clearer, a truth that feels stronger, a version of you that stands taller. And if another topic ever calls your heart, I'd be honored to walk through that one with you too. Until then, trust your enoughness. Let it carry you. And maybe let it make you laugh now and then. You've got this. To find a better feeling, though.